So, for any of you who struggle with this quest or avoid it because it's confusing as hell when you're new to it, we're gonna start off going west here. We're gonna make our way down to South Central. Famine Reaper, that means put on spell absorption. Yes, it does. I'm gonna put the camera in a little bit because there's so many things that block the view of the camera. It's one of the things I really don't like about DDO is that when things get between you and the camera, they get in your way. You know, like these weeds here. It's ridiculous. You know, other games would make that translucent so you could see, but it just totally blocks your view. Like, it's really poor design, really poor coding.
Hey, I'm back. My circle too.
Welcome back. I just stepped in. But so this one I like to put the camera in a little bit closer so I don't get as much of that interference. So when you go on these loud motorcycles driving by, in these hallways there are going to be blade traps there. Just stay on the rubble side, you won't get hit by them. And jump over the darts. And we're going to make sure that we get breakables because this is a big XP quest, so another reason you want to try to learn this one. Every time you hit those portals, you bounce back and forth. This is like a mirror darkly, you know, where you're bouncing back and forth between like the light side and the shadow side. But here it's like the regular side and the fire side, or the Inferno side. And so every time you hit those portals, that's how you bounce back and forth through. So we're going to start off, like I said, going west. Now we're going to head down here to South Central. That's going to be our next destination. And we're going to go through this portal down here. If you're not near the portal, you won't get sucked through to the other side. So you got to be pretty close to it. Kind of close enough so you could like reach out and touch it. You don't have to have your tongue on it, but you do need to be pretty close to it in order to be teleported through. So now we're going to come over here. We're going to kill this riffraff. Carney Reaper there. Okay, get your breakables. And then we're going to need a source of like a fire to set these torches ablaze. You know, if you don't have fire, like with fireball or something, you can lure one of the fire methods over and have them breathe on top of the torches. But I'm going to be using my Staff of Arcane Power. It's got a multi-selector, and one of the spells you can choose is Fireball. Champ chest. Okay, so now from this point, we're basically going to be making a big... We started here and we went down here to South Central, right? So from here, we're basically making a big clockwise circle around the whole map at this point, more or less. Back through here. Scrolls of Fire Shield are handy, of course, because on the Inferno side there's a lot of things that do fire damage, so if you want to have Scrolls of Fire Shield, that's great. If you can't cast that spell, I'd highly recommend you having some scrolls. It is a very underappreciated buff. A lot of people, they understand the virtues of Fire Shield, but a lot of people are out there running around without it. If you don't have the spell, you can pick up some scrolls from the portable hole or whatever. I'm going to get these breakables up top of the throwing weapon across the way. And Tank's got that one. We'll get this one here. Now this quest can bug out really easily if you have like a turning cleric. You want to be really careful that turning cleric does not turn undead anywhere near these rooms. And the reason why is because there's a mob, an undead mob, like the undead cinder spawn is actually, he's under the floor right now, just waiting for the trigger for him to spawn, right? But he's actually there, so that if a cleric turns undead near him, the cleric can kill him before he's supposed to spawn. And if you kill him before he's supposed to spawn, then he won't be there when that objective pops up. and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so let's say a cleric turned undead during that, in that last room and killed him, okay? And, well, I'll have to wait to explain it more when on the other side, because right now we're doing the regular side, so we want to light that up. Oh, I only got one. And you can use wands of fireball or something, or like I said, you can just lure the fire methods over and they'll, they can breathe fire on the torches. So there is a mechanic within the quest for you to light those torches. So if when we passed through here the first time, if a cleric had turned undead and killed that undead cinder spawn, then what would happen is, notice, okay, Inferno, it says in the quest objective, it says Inferno, find the South Flame Guardian. The way that you find him is by extinguishing these blue torches. So now we need cold spell. So Cone of Cold, Ice Storm, and stuff will work. Okay, so now watch, it says find the South Flame Guardian. As soon as I blow these out, okay, now it says, or no, it was the West Flame Guardian. Now it says defeat the West Flame Cinder Spawn. So if we had already killed him, then by the time this objective, defeat the West Flame Cinder Spawn, came up, he wouldn't be here. And we could never complete that objective. There would be no way to complete the objective because he's already killed when he was in the ground. So be really, really careful when you're running this with a turning cleric. If they turn undead anywhere near this place before that cinder spawn actually is supposed to spawn, then they will kill him prematurely, thus making the quest incompletable. Remember I said we went down to South Central and we're basically making a big clockwise circle around the whole map. I'm going to get our breakables. If you didn't want the shrine, you could just go through this teleporter here. But we're going to go ahead and get the shrine. And the way that we do that is by running into this room. And we're going to make sure that we stand near the acolyte when he dies, because he's the teleporter here. So if the acolyte was killed very quickly, we teleported to the other side, and that's how you access the shrine. On the other side was the resurrection shrine, but this side is the rest shrine. If not everybody made it through, you just send them back to the previous teleporter, and whoever did make it through can open this lever and let them in from this side. But if nobody made it through, like if the acolyte was killed out in the hallway or something, or nobody was near the acolyte when it died, then you won't have access to that shrine. Okay, I'm gonna get these breakables using a throwing weapon. Okay, see, this is another room. You don't want to turn undead anywhere near this room, because that cinder spawn is actually in the floor just waiting to spawn, but he's actually there and killable with a turn undead. So don't let that happen to you. We need true seeing here to find this door, find the secret door. Teleport through this one, take us to the Inferno, or to the regular side. Now we're going to use fire to light the torches. Okay, now he's dead. Now we go jam chest. Now that the fire elemental is dead, now we're going to go back to the Inferno side after getting our Barney rubble there. Shit, sorry dude. He's going to have to wait for that thing to respawn.
No, I'm not bad. I got distracted here.
That portal will respawn in 30 seconds or something. He'll be able to get through. So on this side, if you see the air method there will blow his little air breath, and you can use him to like extinguish the blue flames if you don't have cold spells to blow them out. So again, there is a mechanic within the game to do that if you don't have that spells. So don't panic. Just gonna show up the map so we get your bearings. Remember, we started here, we went down to South Central, and then we're just making a big circle around the map, basically. More or less. That is a phone call. And it's from my dad, but now's not a good time, Dad. I'll have to call him back after this. Famine Reaper, that means put on spell absorption. Now we're gonna come down here. Go through this portal. I'm just gonna run down here so I can get a collectible. This is a collectible, right, Chow? Now we're gonna go back and light these torches. You can use Flame Strike. I don't think you can use Alchemist Fire spells, but I'm not sure. You may have gotten a friend in a DDO. That's cool, Caleb. I hope it works out. Make sure you give them that code DDO for requests. So from here, we're going to go south. It's a good time to play DDO. Good time to start playing. Alright, if we want the shrine, we'll need to go south. Otherwise, we can just skip that section by going through this portal here. But we're going to get it. Let's go ahead and do the shrine for the live stream. So there's the Acolyte of the Flame. You want to make sure you're near him when he dies, because that's what's going to teleport you through to the other side, so you can access the Rest Shrine, which is right there. The other side was a Resurrection Shrine. If not everybody made it through, you just tell them to go back to the previous room and go through the portal on the other side, and you let them through here at this gate here, and they would appear. It's that portal right there that they would appear at. Dungeon alert is easy to spike in this quest through no fault of your own, making it you know, extra difficult, especially when you start stepping up the skulls. This one can get really messy. Okay, get that collectible there. Now we're going to go to the other side, just so that we can get a little extra chesty chest, because random loot can be cool again. So we want our random loot. Got a few breakables here. Here's our extra chesty chest. Okay. And gonna get these breakables with a throwing weapon. Gotta be getting close to ransack if we have... I think I just heard it. Nope, that's Vandal. Okay, so now once again we need to blow the blue torches out. I want to demonstrate on the live stream how you can blow the torches out if you don't have cold spells. So if you don't mind waiting a minute.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not the fire guys. The fire guys light the... I need to turn my aura off so I don't kill anything by accident. You need to get the air methods here. So you need to find some. Here's one here. Great, he's a champion. So I'm just going to lure the air method back and use him to extinguish this. And again, you can do the same thing with the fire torches to light them. You just take a fire method and do what I'm about to show you. You could just stand on top of the torch, and when they breathe at you, they'll extinguish the thing. Some sometimes a little wonky there. They got that one, and now I'm going to have them breathe on this one. Come on, jerks. There you go. They blew that one out. And now we're going to have them blow out this one. That's a lot of air methods, huh? Okay, that one's blown out. And then now we're going to have them extinct. There we go. See? So that's how you do it if you don't have cold spells. Or if you don't have fire spells for the other ones where you need to light them up. Alright. Now we're going to go back into the center room. Head over here to the final Flame Guardian. Get your breakables. Did we get Ransack? Damn it. We didn't get Ransack. There's a collectible up here if you want it. So, is it a little adventure pack right there? You can get without any extra fighting. And use kind of cold to blow these out. Staff of Arcane Power, by the way, comes from the Demon Queen raid. It's a fun little toy. Not really worth going out of your way to get, but you know, if you're running the Demon Queen raid and it's an option, hey, go for it. Alright, now that we've taken care of all the guardians on both the fire side and the regular side, we're good to go. Now we come in and fight Sinis, the boss of the quest. And then the quest will be over. Hey, Nietzsche, welcome. I'll answer your question in just a moment. 4 negative levels, that means my death ward ran out. That's okay, that's what Scrolls of Greater Restoration are for. Now I don't have any negative levels. And we win. Hell yeah. So let's quickly go over the pathing again. We'll pull up the map here and show you what we did. Remember, we started here, but we were on the other side. We came down here, we went through that portal, and then we went over here and we did the fireside there. And then we came back through this portal, we went up here, up here, then through the portal here, and then down here, and we actually went through a portal here, and then we came up here through a portal here, came down here, lit the fire things, killed that dude, went back up through the portal again, killed the cinder spawn, went back up here. I think we had to go through the portal again, then we came up here. You can go up here if you want to get the shrine, otherwise you can just go through the portal here and over here. We went over here, we go over here, and we did the fireside there. Or actually we went down to here through a portal, and then we did the fireside there. We came down here, we went and got the shrine here, but then we opened the gate there, and we got the little collectible there. If you didn't want the shrine, you could just go through the portal that was there and go right here. But we wanted to go through the shrine area, so we get our little extra chesty chest here. We dropped down, we did the, we already did the fire guy. That was the first one we did when we started, right? So now it was the undead cinder spawn guy that we did there. Then we went north and over here. We did the cinder spawn there. We got the collectible that was down here. After we did the cinder spawn, then we came and killed Sinis in right here. And that is Inferno of the Damned. Any questions?